Sup? Zo. Fuck. I mean, cluck. It's so natural for me to curse. I've been reacting to like a Chuck E. Cheese video. God, I just got so many flashbacks from that
Have you ever
Mr.
thought there was something the creators of Chuck E. Cheese were hiding from us all?
Yeah.
Have you ever found something to be off about the place?
Hell yes, all the time.
Even the creepy robotic mascots that danced on stage?
Right?
I didn't until I found out the truth about Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, best believe. When I was even younger and I went to Chuck E. Cheese, granted I was clucking up. I didn't know I was clucking up to the max, but I was clucking up when I was younger going to Chuck E. Cheese. Even then, when I was a kid, I knew that it was like, yo, something was up with this place, yo. It's like, it's just, why is it every time I come in here, I feel creeped out. I get creepy vibes. Why is that? And why do I feel like how do you say those things? Like antibiotics or whatever? Why do I feel like they're watching me? Come to find out, years later, they were. They were following me. Sons of bitches. But yeah, tell you the truth, I've always felt creeped out. Creeped out going in a Chuck E. Cheese or near a Chuck E. Cheese. I've always felt like that. God. I mean, I'm not clocking up no more. I haven't stepped foot in a Chuck E. Cheese since I was like, I don't know. Since I was like a kid. A kid.
It all began on the first time I had ever visited the place.
Right.
I was around the age of 5 or 6, so I, of course, was pretty ecstatic to go.
Right.
Seeing all those commercials of kids eating pizza and running around
That's how they
without a care in the world.
That's how they get
the
you.
arcade games and on the play structure. Made me almost get down on my hands and knees to plead and beg my mom to take me. After finally getting her to break, she took me. I was the happiest kid in the world. My mom drove me over just a few hours before evening, so maybe around 4:30 or so. I almost knocked over the woman at the door who gave you the little stamp on your hand, and running ahead of my mom and bursting through those doors like a maniac child. Eventually, I was stamped and literally screeching as I ran around to all the games and play sets. After a bit, I stumbled on over to a game, like whack-a-mole, but with sharks.
Whack-a-sharks.
Right by that staff-only room. One shark-whacking minute later, I'd won the game, and before I could squeal in success and collect my tickets, my ears caught the sound of something very strange going on near the staff-only room.
Okay, oh my god, okay.
I could hear someone say, test number 15 on mutated rat results in angered behavior, such as throwing desk and a scientist at the wall.
Oh shit.
I then began to wonder what in the world they could be talking about. Maybe they were making a new game. Being so young, I had no idea at all what was actually going on in there. So being curious and feeling a bit interested, I pressed myself against the door and listened in as carefully as a 6-year-old could.
Goddamn.
I could hear them snapping at each other. Things like, "What are we going to do with the beast? And get her away from me!" A mumbled shout poured over whoever was in there, and replied with a louder, "We can't just kill that thing!"
Oh.
The talking stopped. I blinked for a second, and pressed myself closer on the door.
You clocking up.
I realized that this was a very bad mistake as the door opened from my weight against it. I slipped in, going from leaning on the door to falling face flat on the ground of the staff room. Immediately, footsteps trampled over to me, hands grabbed at my arms. I was out like a light in a few seconds. And still, I don't know what the hell they did to do that. I woke up slowly, my eyes feeling heavy and my body feeling weak in some kind of interrogation room. A tall man with a serious expression, wearing the cleanest white lab coat I'd ever seen, began walking towards me out of the blue.
Oh.
Like he knew I'd be awake, like he knew I was awake.
Hit him in the balls.
His voice was deep, and it was scratchy from what I could tell. He began to speak. You know, don't you? You know, he said. I was a 6-year-old, half knocked out at a Chuck E. Cheese, so I didn't know what they expected from me. I babbled for a second, letting my tongue function correctly.
Hit them all in the balls and the pussy. You know, probably like to females, it probably don't hurt that much. I don't know. Does it? I mean, I know to guys, you know, cause that whole area is sensitive. So if he accidentally hit it, oh man, we go down in a heartbeat if you accidentally hit it, or if you touch it ever so slightly, like it's sensitive, right? But like, if you hit a female in a kitty cat, does it hurt? Females, let me know that. That's a real question. I really don't know. I really don't know if it does.
What? I replied dumbly, blinking lazily. He grabbed my arm, making the static feeling intensify somehow. He pulled me a bit, making me whine, though I quickly shut my toddler trap when a loud banging on the door echoed throughout the room. Naturally, me being so young and clueless, I screamed, thrashing around. The man let go of me and snapped at me to shut my mouth. Forgetting about almost everything, I thrashed around some more. Slipping out of my chair, I kicked my legs going into the corner of the room. I screamed again, banging my foot against something, making a loud metal clang against my foot. I twisted around and whined down at an air vent. I kicked it again out of scared, hot anger. With another loud scream and clang, the metal front door popped off. Again letting out a shriek when I heard the man stomping towards me. Out of the noise of clawing metal and banging, I scooted inside, spitting at him. I was scared half to death. I mean, what was I doing here? Where was my mom? He swiped at me for a second, but quickly pulled his hand back. There was another loud bang, and the man stepped back. Using my tiny little hands, I grabbed the air vent's door and pulled it back, pressing it on. Just in time, a piercing hiss was followed by a shout from the stranger, and the loudest bang on the door. I clawed back, scooting back into the vent. I had to leave. Even being so young, I knew that I was in trouble. I hastily turned around with a bit of struggle, slowly crawling down the vent. The scream echoed through the vent, being followed by more.
Oh my God! Well, this video not getting monetized. Oh my God! Can you imagine what that kid was going through? 5 or 6 years old. All of that. All of that. All of that. All of that. That would have. That would probably change me into a whole different person. And because of that, I probably would have never went to, obviously, Chuck E. Cheese or Dave & Buster's or Disney World, Disneyland, or any other place that has animabotics. Is that how you say those things? And the new Chucky doesn't even help. The new animated big head Chucky, no. Chuck E. Cheese is Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I feel sorry. I feel very sorry for that kid. He just doesn't know. And he's going to realize when he grows up how much of a clucked up situation that he was in. I guess he kind of has a sense of how much of a clucked up situation he's in. But it's not, I don't think it's going to really hit him until he gets older. Where's his mom at? Whole time. Didn't he come in with like somebody, like an adult? Where's that adult? Cause I think he came in with his mom. And if he did, or I know he came in with an adult, but I don't know if it was his mom or not. Regardless of the fact, the person that brought this kid sucks. Whole time, all of this is going on. What are you doing? Are you even inside the Chuck E. Cheese? And if you are, what are you doing? Are you eating cheese? Are you eating cheese? Are you eating pizza? Are you watching other little kids? Like a mother clucking pedophile? Are you trying to hit on the employees? Are you trying to get that discount? What are you doing? Watch either your kid that you came in with, or like if you babysitting, watch that kid. God.
They were in unison with the sound of cracking, tearing, which I now know was flesh and bone from a stranger. I got out as fast as I could. A small light was around the corner after a few minutes, and I stomped on it. The vent easily popped open. They really weren't paying attention to how tightly they were screwed on, were they? My feet stumbled as I climbed out, but were soon trampling to where I saw my mom last. She was still there with a worried expression on her face. I ran up to her, hugged her tight, my eyes now glazed with wet, hot tears.
I'm sorry. If I would have made it out that clucked up situation alive, and I saw my mom, I would have said, cluck you. Cluck you. You're supposed to be watching me whole time. What did I... Oh, sorry. I used my phone. Yeah, okay. I feel like I have to explain this because I don't... Like, some of y'all know, but, like, I know I get new people. So, like, the reason I turned my head is because I used my phone to record, and I forgot to put it on airplane mode. But if I don't put it on airplane mode, I still get notifications, and my head, I look at it. But yeah, I would have said, "Cluck you, mom," and let's go. Or I would have figured out a way how to drive the car or the vehicle that we came in, and just find my way home. Or I just would have kept going until I ran out of gas. Or whatever, I don't know. Cause you're not coming with me no more. Like I'm filing like divorce papers or something. Like you're not about to be my mom anymore. Like I almost died, mom. Almost. Near death experience. And you want to talk about something? Oh my baby, my baby. Nah, get off me. Don't touch me. I'm gonna hit you right in the...
I wanted to go home. I just wanted to go home. I want to go home, I whined and complained. My mom gave me a strange look, but put a finger on my cheek.
Don't touch me.
You must be tired, sweetheart.
Don't touch me.
Picking me up. I clenched my small fist, holding tightly onto her shirt. We walked out of the building, me being oh so lovingly carried to the car. A distant whir of sirens became louder and louder, and police cars pulled into the large parking lot and skidded to a halt in front of the once amazing and fun Chuck E. Cheese. My mother almost ran into the car and quickly buckled me into the car seat. A couple hours later, home and safe that night, I walked out of my room to get some water before I went to bed. A habit of trying to procrastinate so I didn't have to sleep. And my mother was watching the news. The reporter talking about some kind of mutated rat coming out of Chuck E. Cheese and disappearing down the alleyway. So what happened to the real Chuck E. Cheese? God only knows.
Yeah. Oh! That's funny.
Never, and I repeat, never going to any damn Chuck E. Cheese for as long as I live.
I
know never to spy on the staff.
I hope you don't either. You know, it all it takes is one time. Well, for me, all it takes is one time. You know, I'm like that with anything. You know, like, y'all know how much I love popcorn, right? But if you're a stranger to me, if I really don't know you like that, and you dig your hands in my popcorn, and you get and you get a handful or one piece, we done. This relationship that we have, it's over. Sorry. I can't I can't be fucking with you no more. You know? If all it takes is one time. You know? If I'm like having sex with a female and I didn't use no protection and she tells me afterwards, you know, that she has a disease and now I got it. Sorry, I can't be clucking with you no more. It takes one time. Yeah, man. But, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about Chuck E. Cheese. Let me know in the comment section below if Chuck E. Cheese creeps you out or if it doesn't. You know? Because, yeah, it definitely creeps me out. Always. Even when somebody talks about it. Certain places in this world I refuse to go to, and Chuck E. Cheese is one of them. Because of shit like that, what just happened. And when in the very beginning of this video, when I said, I got flashbacks or something, that's because I did, was that Mr. Creepypasta? Or was that Mr. Nightmare? I don't know. It sounded like Mr. Nightmare. I think he did it was another Chuck E. Cheese video that I got. That I reacted to. And hopefully I remember to put like an eye or somewhere. Probably like over here, whatever. So I can go ahead and link you to that. But, yeah, man. Clucking mosquito bites, yo. Like, they just be sucking the hell, pause. They sucking the hell out of your blood. But let me know in the comment section below if not only does Chuck E. Cheese creep you out, what other places creep you out? Is it Disney World, Disneyland, amusement parks, cemeteries? Let me know. Your old school, or that teacher with the one eyeball. But hey, man, keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family. What was that?